What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tolo's back with some Madden gameplay. Right here, I'm bringing you guys a money game versus Mr. Lego World. I never played against him before. His name looks very familiar. I think I've seen him in Black Rain tournaments before. I think he's made it to, like, you know, the second or third round. Then he got bounced out, I think, once or twice. But he didn't play him too much. And going into this game right here, what you're watching, I didn't know nothing about him. And afterwards, I talked to him. You know, real nice guy. But I didn't know anything about him going into this game. But supposedly he's the #1 ranked player on salary cap on Xbox. I don't know if that's true. I didn't check. But that's what he told me and his friend. And I actually didn't even talk to this kid before or anything during the game, which I was sometimes a little fishy because they don't hit me up on their own. I know they're up to something, you know. And when I tell you this man ran a glitch offense and glitch defense, he definitely did. So, but you know, that's what you expect going into Madden and money games. You know, you got to expect anything, and it is what it is. But one of his friends who I've actually played for money games hit me up. So he was like, hey, you want to play? I was like, yeah, sure. And then he was like, can we do restricted teams? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, no Chiefs, no Ravens, no 49ers. And truthfully, I should have took the Chiefs first. I should have said no, or maybe not let him pick the Eagles. So he was like, I'm going to pick the Eagles or Dallas. So I'm like, all right. You know, and I don't really think much of teams. I don't really care. But I could definitely, you guys will be able to see why he wanted to run, especially his defense with the Eagles and not go against the Chiefs. You know, so, you know, as we get into it, you guys will see that. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm Texans. He's the Eagles. Like I said, I'm not going into this, though. I don't know who he is. So I don't really care about teams. I don't care about none of that. You know, I believe, you know, I can go in and be good with whoever. You know, I'm confident with my scheme and everything. So anyway, I kick the ball off right here. Hits me a nice little spin move, but we get down. So I just want you guys to see coming out right here. After this delay game right here, I'm going to pause the video once he comes out in his play. So you see in the bottom left, I'm going to pause it. And I'm doing this for back-to-back plays. So this happened all game, but I'm only going to show you guys a couple clips of it. Coming out in gun wing stack. It says 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Anyone who knows that is 2 receivers, you know, in a stack formation, and then there's a tight end and a second tight end as a flanker, and then the quarterback and running back in shotgun. So you can only really audible to like I formations or anything with 2 tight end sets. So let's play the video and see what happens. So I'm picking my play. You see him come out 4-3 under. All of a sudden he's in gun doubles. I don't know how he was doing this. Obviously at the time, and I figured out after how he was doing it, which is definitely a glitch in the game, which I'll explain to you guys a little bit later. But look, he goes come out in gun doubles and audibles to trips tight end. So I'm in 4-3 under, and that's not great, especially versus this set on offense. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out what he wants to do and what's good. So runs a corner out and a wheel route combination. Should have had a good user, but his playmaker, I'm surprised he got such a good angle and got up the field for a first down. So anyway, right here now I'm picking my play again, and look, I'm gonna pause it one more time right here. It says gun wing stack again. So now I know something's up, and this happened all game. I'm not going to show you guys every clip, you know, and watch every play and adjustment, but this was just early on, so you guys can see this happen every game, and I'll point it out later in the video too, because he came out in this, but so what happens is there's a glitch play in the gun wing stack out of the LA Chargers playbook for anyone who doesn't know, and I don't care about, you know, exposing it because Madden 20 is almost over. Plus, I'd rather people know in case they go against it. But if you go to X Dagger, I believe it's called, or something like that, it's the last play where there's only 1 play on the play call list. You know, there's normally 3 plays. There's only 1 play. And it's in gun wing stack, but it's coming out in gun doubles. And then somehow you could audible to any under center formation. You could enter audible to any 2 tight end set and 3 receiver sets. So you can come out in gun doubles, trips tight end, or you can go to gun wing stack and run inside zone, and then your slot receiver just goes to tight end. And granted, you guys know for whatever reason they don't penalize receivers for blocking like DNs when they're at tight end. So, and I didn't realize this after, so the whole time there's this glitch in the game I never even knew about. So look, he's coming out in gun wing stack again, so let's play it. So look what he does. Now that he sees me do that, look, he audibles to the actual gun wing stack now because you're able to, which you can't do. Because if you go to, I'm going to pause it one more time. If you go to gun doubles and go in practice mode and go to gun doubles in the Chargers playbook, you can't audible a gun wing stack. You can only audible out of this one glitch play that somehow Madden never figured out. So I hope Madden fixes it next year. But look, I'm going to replay it. He has Nelson Aguilar tight end, motions him over, and now he can run inside zone. You guys will see later in the game, Nelson Aguilar is blocking like J.J. Watt one-on-one, which like he does right there. Look, J.J. Watt is literally sucked in. He gets a 10-yard gain. So that to me is just unrealistic football, at least being able to audible. I mean, you're not going to be able to audible that to ever. So the fact that it's in the game, hopefully they fix that. But, you know, it's still at the same time, I'm like, I still think I could beat this kid. I'm not worried about it because even though he is glitching me right now on offense, you know, coming out and making me think something's there that's not. You know, because that definitely affects your play call, and that affects the whole game. So people think, oh, you know, you can still stop the plays. Like, you can't. But if you have to worry about him audible into, like, you can't come out and try to blitz out of 1-4-6, so just audible to I form and run up the middle on you. So you can't do all that, especially with a glitch like that. So anyway, you know, we'll get back to that later, and I'll show you more examples of it, but let's just get more into the gameplay. So now he's driving on me. He's on the 18. Hits me a nice out route to Nelson Aguilar. Hits me a nice juke move, and he gets down to, like, the 2-yard line. Excuse me, the 3-yard line. So anyway, now he's running. Look, he comes out and gun wing stack again, which is really gun doubles, runs up the middle, gets to the 1 yard line. And somehow, I'm blitzing the house. And, obviously Nelson Aguilar and his receivers are just blocking good. Now the Eagles do have a good run offensive line, so I understand that. But, Ertz isn't the best blocking tight end. You have Nelson Aguilar blocking Zach Cunningham, a starting linebacker who's 250 one-on-one. So, hey, Madden allows that to happen. It is what it is. So right here, we can run the ball. And he's running this 3-3-5 defense. He came up with it on his own, he told me afterwards. But this is definitely one of the glitchiest defense I've seen all year, which you guys will see. So right here, this was an upsetting play because he has Fletcher Cox. He just blocks sheds. And my running back's on a check and release. He should have blocked the linebacker blitzing. But if you guys go rewatch that, DeAndre Hopkins is wide open for a touchdown. So that's a huge play because I could have been 7-7 right there. But DeAndre Hopkins whooped the press and I had a touchdown. So that was just unfortunate. Right now, he's blitzing the house. Not really sure how he contained when I chipped his actual contained guy or his cornerback, but he probably motioned it out so the end stayed on a contain, which was smart by him. But he's running this glitchy defense where it comes in, right here I try to run with Deshaun Watson. I don't believe I'm on conservative, so that's why I slide right here. I can't remember if I did put it on right here. So right here, that season cover 3, that's him a nice out route to DeAndre Hopkins. So we get a nice first down right there. Moving the change, I'm still in good shape, so I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing. He's blitzing the house. And he actually ends up blitzing 6. I don't block. I should have hit the running back, which I tried to throw too late, but that wasn't smart. It wasn't a good read by me by any means. So, throughout this game, I'm not going to lie, I was more focused on that he was glitching me. There was a lot of, glitchy stuff on offensive defense on his part. So I wasn't making the, best reads on offense, which was my fault because you guys will see there's some plays where I have open receivers and I'm not hitting them. Probably because I'm too focused on making adjustments and stuff like that. But anyway, we go 7-3, and I'm still confident regardless though of glitches. You guys know me that I can win the game, so I'm not really too worried about that. So it's 7-3 right here. I'm in good shape. He's still coming out in the gun wing stack and then audibles to this, just so you guys know. So now he's able to, run the hitch, dig combination with the over route. He's able to do all that because it's hard. So now I got to really figure out how to be able to stop the run and the pass. So he hits me, tries to hit me to the seam. Get a nice click on user with Justin Reed. So we're in good shape right now. I'm not too worried, but his defense was ridiculous. You guys see, I'm going to pause it one more time to show you see. He did this all game. He just spread his D-line, spread his linebackers, so he's blitzing the linebackers off the edge. And somehow his corners were able to still guard everybody, which obviously they wouldn't be able to guard the Chiefs now, but he was still able to guard whether it's cover 2 or cover 3 just long enough for his pressure to get in. And every once in a while, he's using that middle linebacker over the right guard, and he's just hitting my right guard and backing up, which is smart, but, hopefully Madden fixes that where, you engage and then can still use her. So, therefore, a blocker gets taken up, you get a guy to come in free. So, that was, unfortunate. But right here, he doesn't do it. You see, he comes up right there and does it. My running back just dumbs out and doesn't block the pass rushing on the edge. Plus, you have Fletcher Cox coming in free. So, that's why it's definitely, a glitchy defense, especially with, the Eagles or if you were the Chiefs. So, now I try to roll out right here. Try to hit him over the top. Deshaun Watson throws an inaccurate ball. Probably could have had a touchdown on Will Fuller, but I should have hit either way the corner or X on the in route. It was an easier ball, so that was kind of my fault. Not a great play. And then right here, this was just unfortunate because this is an easy first down. We block it up. Get Fletcher Cox to get blocked. B's wide open, and I didn't even pass lead it. Deshaun Watson just threw a bad ball. I could have easily possession caught it, had a first down. And, I just threw a bad ball. So, like I said, I should have probably picked the Seahawks because nothing was against the Seahawks, which, as we get a sack right there, Russell Wilson would have been accurate. So, that's what I should have did. I probably messed up by not picking the Seahawks. But, like I said, I didn't know he's going to be running the glitch offense and glitch defense the whole game. So, but either way, we're in the game now, so we can't complain about that, And I'm glad I went against this now so I ever see this in the future, whether it's this or play him in the future. I already know what to expect, So right here we get a nice user the slant, user the in route, man up to over route. Everything's bagged. I'm not really too worried about his offense at this point because now that I know he's not running glitchy plays, obviously. He's just coming out in something, and that's really not what the formation is, so it really messes up your thinking. But, I feel like I'm smart enough to make the adjustments and get stops and move on to the next one. The only thing with me now is, can I move the ball enough on offense against his defense? Because it is a tough defense. It gets a lot of pressure really quick, especially with Fletcher Cox, so you can't double team. So right here, if I got a good block, could have had a huge play with Will Fuller. I felt like I made the right read, but we couldn't hold the block with Kenny Stills. So right here, trying to block everybody if I can. I don't know who he's blitzing, who's not. He does a good job at disguising it every single play. So he runs with the over route. Should have hit Y right there, but Fletcher Cox just manhandles my center and gets me in a sack, so I can't even make a read if it's not the first read. So that was bad by me. Right here, I see he's on Brandon Graham. I know he used it right there, but I didn't think a DN would pick me off, so that wasn't a great read. So I ended up punting right here, though, because I'm confident in my defense. So, like I said, I could figure it out on offense for the most part, but, obviously if I'm not making the best reads, it doesn't help. So he hits me right here with a nice crossing route to Nelson Aguilar, a short one. We call that a shallow route. So anyway, right here, then he hits me a nice play, nice corner out, keeps my corner down with the out route, and then just throws a corner out over the top. So he got a nice little in field goal range right there. So that hurt big time, I do get ball at half. So now I'm manning up, Alshon Jeffrey. Should have used I used her late, but luckily we got a pass rush inaccurate because of J.J. Watt, so I'm kind of happy, you know, Madden gave me a little something back right there. He threw a bad pass and we get the pick. So right here, you know, I know he's coming, bringing both guys off the edge, and he's going to try, so I'm just hoping I could get a chip and a cut block to roll out right here. Because, you know, I don't like playing like that. You know, it's not totally my game, but I'm like, hey, if he's got to do it to me, I got to do it. So able to roll out. So Deshaun Watson could hit that, but not the, you know, the bomb before rolling to the right. But, you know, Madden's Madden. So anyway, we get closer to field goal range, which is huge right here. He's still blitzing the house. He comes off the edge free, so, you know, I just hit Lamar Miller right there. For a nice check down. Now right here, I tried to hit the same rollout play I hit earlier, just out of a different play. Probably wasn't too smart, but we end up, you know, I tried to force it, which wasn't smart, but luckily we get a pass lead to out of bounds, so it was just an incomplete pass. So right here, I'm hoping I can get one big play. Blitzes everyone off the left side. We get the slant, and I was trying to get sticky with him to score, but unfortunately I didn't, you know, obviously I didn't, as form would say, stick a lies correctly. But anyway, we take our field goal, it's 10-6, and we get ball at half. So like I said, even though all this craziness is going on with it, you know, he's running a tough defense, I give him credit, and a tough offense because, you know, he found the little nuances in the game that you could exploit, and, you know, it is what it is. Right there, he gets a nice click-off tackle with Avonte Maddox. I feel like I should be able to run the ball in the 3-3-5, especially in a 3 tight end set, and the fact that I can is kind of crazy, but Fletcher Cox is being Fletcher Cox, he just keeps block shedding, so I actually lose yards right there. So this is just not good. Now it comes down to a third down. You know, he doesn't blitz too many people, but look, he's getting, like, he's able to contain, and I can't really do much, so I just throw it to my tight end, try to get a couple yards, get to a third and man's bowl, and this is where he runs into my lineman and backs up. So look, it's fourth down. I should have the slant wide open. He somehow is in a cloud flat or a soft squat and just jams the heck out of Will Fuller. So he comes up, was able to get pressure, get a guy free, so I had to throw it quick. And, you know, if you guys go rewind that, you'll be able to see that I actually had I had 6 guys blocking, 6 rushers, but because he does that little glitch with his linebacker, he was able to get one in free, and I had to throw it quick. Because if not, I think I would have made the correct read, and I would have had an open guy, or, you know, could have at least made a read. But he comes in so quick, I can't make the read. So anyway, he playmakers over here. Get to a third down and 2, I believe. So we're still in okay shape. It wasn't smart to go for it, to be honest with you guys. Overall, though, if I were you guys or giving advice to anyone, I wouldn't go for it. He tries to force it up, and I don't know how that's not a pick. But, you know, luckily he got a good high ball animation. So right here, I'm trying to blitz the house. I'm trying to make him make a quick read. You know, he's only blocks 5 right here, which is crazy, and I'm blitzing 7. So the fact that no one comes in free, it blows my mind. And he has the seam wide open. Everything else is covered, and he actually throws it where 2 guys are and somehow comes down with it. So, you know, it's unfortunate. Good ball by him, but things just aren't going my way right now. As you can see, look, he has Nelson Aguilar at tight end again because of that play. So now he just runs, look, Nelson Aguilar blocking J.J. Watt long enough to get a 5-yard gain. Like, J.J. Watt should just insta-shed him, you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of crazy to me that Madden even allows that to happen. And like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but, you know, he is running a glitch offense and a glitch defense. He literally found nuances in the game that exploit the game, which, hey, you know, that's what Madden comes down to. That's what the 1-4-6 is, but the 1-4-6 is a little bit easier to stop than stuff like that because he has edge rushers plus Fletcher Cox in the middle. And then on top of an offense, he's coming out in a formation that he's literally not coming out in. You know, so it's kind of crazy that you could even do that at regular playbooks, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he's up 13-6. Hey, it's fourth quarter. I'm only down 7. I still got a shot at this, you know what I'm saying? So you know me, I never give up on anything. Right there, he only rushes 5, but Fletcher Cox, again, just whoops my center. And granted, I'm not doing the best route combinations either. If you rewind that, I actually blocked enough, and he still somehow comes off the edge free. So it's just kind of crazy. You know, I don't want to sit here and just harp on it the whole time as I run with Deshaun Watson right here. You know, as I could pause the video and show you guys all the little details, but if you guys want, you guys can go back and rewatch any plays. It's kind of crazy. Just watch the animations his outside rushers are getting plus Fletcher Cox. And at halftime, I'm blocking it correctly. Right here, look, if I have Mahomes or Russell Wilson, hit the out route right there to DeAndre Hopkins, and Deshaun Watson's been throwing inaccurate passes all day. So that was unfortunate for me to pick the Texans. Plus, now I know for money game, especially when it's for money, as we get the user strip right there to try to come back. But when it's for money, everything's on the table, or I'm going to make sure I restrict the teams you want to use too, because I learned my lesson, you know, with this game, because Deshaun Watson was just inaccurate for me. And look, Fletcher Cox just set in blocks right there. Look, we're blocking enough, and we still can't hold up. I can't make a read. I can't do nothing. And it's not really easy to just keep throwing drag routes with 2 minutes left, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, we get here to 21. We hit a nice hole shot right there with DeAndre Hopkins. This was big to get to the 50. So now we got some breathing room. We can come back, you know, 9 for 18. I only have 1 pick, which the 1 pick was just an inaccurate ball by Deshaun. So we're not turning the ball over. We're blocking enough. As you can see, somehow his linebacker or cornerback just comes in free right there. Like the line don't block him, but luckily I blocked the running back. Anyway, he sends the house right here. Should have hit, I just tried to throw it away right there. Luckily, just, throws a bad ball, gets out of bounds. I should have had DeAndre Hopkins on an in route. It was an out route, and he actually covered it well. Right here, should have hit B. Now I finally send my running back out, and he uses it, so it's perfect. I haven't done that all game, and now he actually uses it. And right here, I was like, look, DeAndre Hopkins wide open, possession, catch it, and he just comes in free. I literally blocked 7. I believe if you go back and look, he only blocked 6, or rushed 6, and still I couldn't even get the ball off. I blocked one extra guy, and still he got a guy in free. So that's just Madden. There's not much I could do. So now I'm down 13-6. I'm just hoping he can't get in field goal range or kick a field goal so I can, have a chance to score again. And so right here, I'm running. And now I'm at running over to, now we got the ball back. So that's good news. He punted the ball. So now I'm good to go. Now, look, he just sent it. Like, I blocked 7. He rushes 5 or 6 and gets in free. So I don't know how he's doing it. Look, Fletcher Cox just literally block sheds 3 people and he gets a sack. So there's nothing I could do about that. So right here, look, I motion the guy and I have Will Fuller over the top. If Fletcher Cox doesn't block shot, I could have just lobbed it and would have been a touchdown. Will Fuller, 95 speed. Go rewind that. The safety's in the middle of the field. Would have been a touchdown. Could have tied the game up. But because he literally just block sheds right away, plus you can't double team him because of the blitzes on the edge, he gets me. So, good game to Mr. Lego World. I'm not trying to sound like I'm exposing him. I'm just want to, let it be known what was going on so you guys can see it from our point of view. And it was a tough game. I'm not going to lie. It was very, he found a good defense in the game, that Madden allows you to do. Hopefully, Madden takes the defense and the offense he runs out next year. But, like I said, even if I play him again, because now I know what to expect and he told me how to do all this after the game, I know how to stop it now because I don't really want to run. Sometimes you do have to run a little cheesy stuff in Madden, I'm not going to lie, but to run it every single play, it's tough to go up against. But now I feel like if I play him again, I could definitely get him next time if we do run it back. He's a great, tough opponent. He's obviously, if he is number 1, I could see why he's number 1. And, definitely no restricted teams next time. So I learned my lesson with that. But, hey, only 7-point game, and I had multiple chances to win that game. So that's on me. But please, guys, if you have not, please subscribe. Please drop a like, and I'll catch you on the next gameplay.